Hi, ladies. Welcome back to the Style Your Dreams podcast. I'm Keri, and I'm so excited you're here. I'm so excited to be having this conversation with you today because, like always, all of the conversations I have with you are intended to take your life to new heights, new levels that you never thought were possible. So let's talk about today. Today, the title of this podcast is What's Your Intention? Kind of sounds like a boring title, right? Like, what's your intention? But I want to have this conversation with you because there is such immense power inside of intention that a lot of times we don't stop to consider it or create it. So it's one of those things that everyone knows about, right? You learn it when you're in school. I mean, my daughter already knows the power of intention and to create an intention, and she's 12. So you learned it a long time ago. And I feel like it's one of those magical things that we forget about that can change our lives in an instant. So let's talk about it for a little bit and how it can change your life. So first of all, it's been coming up for me over and over and over. And I've really been having a focus on this in my own life. So that's why I thought I would just hop on and share it with you. So the first thing is when I say the word intention, just check in with yourself and see, like, what do you hear when I say that word? Some people, what they hear when I say that word or when they hear that word is like, I intend to call so-and-so today. I intend to work out today. I intend to answer all my email today. Whatever it is, your thing is, that's the first way people use it is in to-do lists. Like, I intend to do something. Okay. That's not what I'm talking about, though. That is a simple use of the word intention. And it could start there, but I want to go much deeper because if you know me, that's just the way I roll. We go deep here. So, when's the last time that you wanted to create something? Oh, here's what I want to say. Let me back up for a minute. Most people, they think of intention in two ways. The way I just talked about, like I intend to do something, or in the big way. Like if we have a huge goal, then we have an intention, right? Like I intend to make $1 million in the next 6 months, or I intend whatever it is for you. So that's not what I'm talking about either. And both of those things can be powerful in their own right. Here's what I'm talking about. What about having an intention before you do most things throughout the day? See, generally speaking, we have, 3 to 5 biggish things that we need to accomplish throughout the day. Maybe it's a meeting, maybe it's a call, maybe it's an email. But if we're accomplishing something, we have 3 to 5 things that we want to accomplish. And that's when the power of intention really comes in. Is before you make the phone call, before you go into the meeting, before you send the email, what do you intend to have happen out of that? What's the result that you intend to produce out of that? That is where the magic is. So a lot of times I notice that people go into meetings, sometimes me too, right? Sometimes I go into things like, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope that this doesn't happen. I sometimes think of, and I know other people do too, is you think of what you don't want to have happen, but you fail to create what you do want to have happen. So, like sometimes people say with their businesses, I hope it's not another slow month. Okay, that's not great because the universe doesn't hear your, I hope it's not. It just hears slow month. So let's create intention from what we want to happen. I'll give you a funny example from my own life. So I've been working on this. So, the power of intention, I've been working on this for 30 years off and on. And it's one of those things that goes in and out of my thought process, in and out of my practices. I'm committed that I do it more consistently to stay once and for all. So I'm currently committed to like every morning creating an intention for my day. And then before I do most things, creating an intention. What's my intention of recording this podcast? What's my intention of posting that thing on social? What's my intention of spending time with my daughter? What's my intention of dinner with my family? That's when you start to create the real magic. And most people aren't doing it. Like I said, we're going through our lives just taking the actions and doing what has to be done because we're such busy people that we don't stop to create. But when you create, magic gets sparkled all over everything. So I'll share with you an example from my own life, which is kind of funny. So if you know me, I've talked about it off and on, but probably for the past, gosh, what year are we on? Probably for the past 2.5 years, I have had some sort of tragedy with my hair. I know you might think it's shallow. I don't. So we all want to look good. We all want to feel good about ourselves. But about 2.5 years ago, something happened with a hairdresser and my hair was terrible. And then I went to another hairdresser and another hairdresser and another hairdresser. I got extensions, which then I loved. But then each time I didn't create an intention going in and I would work with a new hairdresser, it wouldn't work out for me. It wasn't great. And I would leave hairdresser after hairdresser dissatisfied and not loving what they did and spending a whole lot of money. Now, I'm not a big complainer, so I'm not going to go around talking about it. I'm just going to do the best with the hair that I have. Okay. So fast forward, I found this new hairdresser and I was super hopeful based on her reviews. They were amazing. And I was like, that many people cannot be wrong. So I booked an appointment. Meanwhile, she's probably the most expensive hairdresser I've ever been to. But I was like, that many people can't be wrong. And if she can charge that and be booked, she must be worth it. So I went to her. Now, here's what I did. Before I walked in to meet with her, I created an intention. I talked to my angels. This is what I do. Some people just create an intention by themselves. I happen to talk to God and the angels and my guides. So I talked to God, the angels, and my guides, and I said, hey, this is how I want to feel. I want to walk in, have amazing communication with this woman, get on the same page about my goals for my hair. I want to love her. I want her to love me. And I want to leave feeling beautiful and loving my hair. That was my intention. And I don't want to be stressed out because I had high anxiety about most experiences, as you can imagine. Excuse me. So I went to her. I had this intention, and every step of the way in my 3 hours with her was pure magic. Pure magic. I felt so taken care of. She was like, can I get you this? Can I do that? When she went to wash my hair, she put a warm blanket over me. Hello, yes. I feel like a queen. And then when she went to do my hair, she wanted to make sure it was the way that I wanted. And her attention to detail with every piece of my hair, she was not rushing to get me out of there to get on to her next client. She was looking at me like I was the David, and she was chiseling away at everything that wasn't. I know that's a cheesy metaphor, but it's all that came to me. She was magnificent. Now, was she magnificent, or did my intention help the situation? Because I think when you have both together, that's when pure magic happens. I know I use that word a lot because I believe in magic. I believe that the universe is always conspiring in our favor. God, the angels, your guides, your universal intelligence wants what you want. You have to say it. Say it to them. Say it out loud. Be bold about it. So rather than just going around your day thinking like, oh, I hope that happens, because hope is a totally lower vibration than intention. So you could hope that you have a breakthrough. You could hope that you get the raise. You could hope that everything goes smoothly, or you can intend it. And that is a whole different level of creation with the universe. And I like to co-create with the universe to get what I want in life. So create your intention with the things that are important to you. I'm not saying create the intention when you're doing your makeup, although I guess if you're doing a photo shoot, that would be useful. I'm saying in most moments of importance, with those meetings, when something's at high stake, when something has to do with a goal that you have, or just how you want to vibrate throughout your day, which I want to vibrate at a high level each and every day, because when I vibrate at a high level, things tend to flow to me effortlessly and I get more of what I want in life. And I have more love and peace and people around me that are vibing high. So I like to create an intention every day. And again, I'm in the practice of creating it before most things that I do so that it just doesn't go with the flow in a lackadaisical way, if that makes sense. I'm going to create my intention and it's going to go that way. I think I heard once, maybe it was Anthony Robbins, maybe it was someone else, but they said, energy flows where energy goes where intention flows, something like that. I just butchered that too. But you get what I'm saying. When you have the power of intention, then energy goes that direction. And then you're more likely to fulfill on that which you want in life. And that's what I want for you. I want you to produce a flowy, high vibe, magical, ease-filled life where you get everything you've ever dreamed of. That's right. Every goal you've ever wanted is happening to you because you created the intention each and every day. If you need help, if you want to have a conversation further about this, get on my calendar. Let me know. I want to say I'm your biggest cheerleader, but you may have bigger ones, but I am a cheerleader for you. I believe in the power of intention also, that where there is two or more, like if you are out to fulfill something and I believe in you, that's a bigger power of intention than you just out to fulfill it on your own. Because from time to time, you're going to forget who you are. And what I want you to know is I'm here to remind you. Maybe how I'm here to remind you is by you listening to another podcast. Maybe it's you get on my YouTube channel and you watch some videos that get you in a high vibe state. Or maybe you reach out and do one of my courses, or we talk one-on-one. However it is that I can help you, I am here to intend what you want in life with you so that you can have the magic that you came here to get. So if this conversation resonates with you, vibes with you, reach out. I would love it if you followed, gave us a 5-star review and subscribed to this podcast, shared it with your friends, whatever you feel called to do. Know that I'm appreciative. I'm so grateful. And I can't wait to catch you next week. So have a high vibe day, keep intending, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.